On this beautiful sunny morning, I'm headed to Dollar Tree because it just recently became a Dollar Tree Plus, and I cannot be more excited. They had an entire aisle and a half of Dollar Tree Plus items that are either $3, $5, and some $10. While I was in there, I saw some exciting finds that I know I'm going to be able to use to recreate some of these high-end fall decor. This one here is from Target.com and it's $30.99. And I know I can recreate it using these Dollar Tree finds. Now, these three pumpkins are actually $1.25. So these are from their regular line, not Dollar Tree Plus. I'm going to flip them over after I've removed the jute string, and I'm going to paint the first one in the beautiful Waverly chalk paint in the sand tone color, as well as this other wood tone one from Dollar Tree. And just then the other one, we're just going to paint orange, just like the original. Once I painted them, I'm going to put them to the side, let them dry. Now, these pumpkins, the original one, had tons of texture, tons of colors, so I'm going to start distressing and adding dimension using other colors like dark brown, lighter brown, grays, and whites. The smaller pumpkin on top did have a greenish tone to it, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this Waverly moss tone to it. Then I am going to mute it down just a little bit using white paint, and I'm just going to again start adding different dimensions and different tones to the orange one as well as the green one again. And I'm just going to let you watch and enjoy. We're just about done adding all of the texture. Now I am going to add a little bit of black. This is the ink tone by Waverly. And I'm just going to start adding them here and there. I noticed that the original has some darker spots. So again, I'm just going to add it. And it's one of those things where you just have to trust the process and just kind of go for it. But in the end, I think it turned out really good. So I'm just finalizing all three pumpkins, making sure that it is as close as possible to the original. Now that I have them all done, it's time to attach them together. I'm just going to use hot glue. I'm just going to add hot glue and stack them one on top of each other, ensuring that they match the original one with the orange, the beige, and the beige greenish one right on the top. Then it's time to start adding some florals. The original had sunflowers and leaves, so I'm just going to start adding these. These are all from Dollar Tree picks. I'm going to start hot gluing them here and there, again, to recreate as close as possible the original. And we're just about done. Now, before I show you the reveal, I do want to remind you what the original looked like. This was $30.99 at Target.com, and this is my creation. I am very proud of these stacked pumpkins. I think they look really close to the original at a fraction of the cost. The next inspiration comes from GrandinRoad.com, and this is beautiful wooden style pumpkin. The 7-inch one was so expensive, over $60. I'm going to take one of these from the Dollar Tree Plus section. It's $3. I actually got a beige one, and it's the one that I'm going to use. Of course, I want to remove the tag, and then it's time to just start adding color. So I'm going to use the sandstone color once again by Waverly, just to give me a nice even tone to begin with. Then I'm going to start adding different tones of grays and browns and whites and light browns to get me a close as possible tone as the original. So once I had that first two coats nice and dry, I'm just going to start adding all of the dimension to give me, again, as close as possible as the original. And we're just about done. I just kept adding layers of different colors and shades just to give me as close as possible look as the original one, which is this one, which was a very expensive wooden tone one. And here's mine. I love it. I am so excited about this one. The texture is amazing. What do you think? The next high-end inspiration are these cute and adorable gnomes from Sears.com. One of them is just almost $30, and I'm going to try to recreate it with these gnomes that I found at Dollar Tree Plus. This one has a little bit more of a Halloween tone, but we're going to switch that up and we're going to make it look very close to what the original inspiration looks like. First thing I want to do is I want to cut off these bat wings. It has two and they were sewn in, so I'm just going to closely cut it as close as possible to the body without cutting the actual fabric. And then it's time to start working on the beard. Now I'm just going to try my best to kind of like brush the beard down because I don't want to remove it. I just want to place a new beard right on top. And I'm going to show you how I do this. It's a new technique that I recently saw online and I learned it and I was like, I can't wait to use this. And here's my chance. I'm going to take some yarn and I'm just going to start wrapping it around and around a few times until I have as many as possible. And then I'm going to place it on top of a popsicle sticks. I'm going to separate the strands so that they're next to each other. And then we are going to just place the gnome right where I want him before I add hot glue. Then I'm going to add hot glue, just a nice strip of hot glue right on top on the edge. And then we're going to place it right where I need to. I'm going to hold it for a few seconds. Then I'm just going to open it up, remove the popsicle stick, and it removes pretty easily. And I am going to just kind of press down with it until I have it nice and attached. Now I am going to add two layers. I'm going to add orange yarn as well as yellow yarn just to add dimension and just some fun colors. I'm going to do the same exact process for every single part of the beard. And it did take a little long, but it's so satisfying. It was actually kind of fun. So I'm going to let you watch and see how I do it. Now I'm just getting it to the last little portion of the beard, and I'm going to keep doing the same thing, adding the orange one and then the yellow one right in between. I gotta say, this technique really worked and it looks flawless. You wouldn't even know that it was hot glued after the fact. So now it's time to trim the beard, of course. Now here my advice is cut very carefully because if you cut too much, you can't add unless you start over. So just cut and then you can keep trimming little by little until you like what you see. So I just want to give it that nice V shape that most gnomes are known for. And then I'm just going to trim it and leave it as is until I kind of see if I need to trim it more. And then I'm going to take some fabric. These fabric rolls you can find at Dollar Tree all the time. And for fall, they have new styles and this pumpkin one was perfect. I'm going to cut off about 1/3 of it and then we're just going to wrap his hat with it. We're not looking to replace it. We're just going to cover it up. So I'm just going to add hot glue at the bottom rim and start in the front and work my way back. Once I have it attached all the way on the bottom rim, I'm going to hot glue it to each other vertically. And that way it's going to be nicely attached. And then I'm just going to scrunch it up on the top and tie it with a piece of yarn. Friends, don't forget to visit my Amazon store. I always link anything that is from Amazon that I use and that I love is on my Amazon storefronts. I always have it linked down below in the description box. So when you're done watching, check it out. All right, so now to cover up the seam portion, because it's not very pretty, I'm just going to hide it with some nautical rope. This is the white type from Dollar Tree. Hot glue it all the way around. And then we're just going to add some florals. That's it. Some cute little green florals just to add texture and character. And here's a reminder what the originals look like from Sears.com. And here's what mine looks like. I am so proud of this gnome. Now, I'm not much of a gnome decorating person, but I love creating them. What do you think? The next high-end inspiration comes from Michael's, and this is 25-inch fall pumpkin leaf swag. It is gorgeous, so I headed to the Dollar Tree floral section and just grabbed several picks that I knew would look great to recreate this beautiful high-end look. So I brought several home, and now I'm just going to start removing the tags and literally start stacking them on top of each other. I'm not even worried about separating each pick from each large pick. I'm just going to stack them on top of each other and tie them with jute string. I made a loop on one end of the jute string and then just tie them around and around, and I kept facing all of the twigs and all of the picks on a downward motion. Friends, if you have not checked out my online course, it is brand new and it's all about how to integrate power tools into your crafting. So when you are done watching, I have the link down below in the description box, so check it out. I want to add these little pumpkins just like the original inspiration has, and I'm just going to add them here and there. And then I'm just going to add one more pick going on the opposite direction just to cover everything up. I'm going to add some hot glue to the jute string just to tighten everything up, adjust the pumpkins and the florals, and finally add some rope to the top so that we can hang it. And we're just about done with this one. I gotta say, this one is so beautiful. The colors are so vibrant. But of course, I want to show you what the original inspiration looked like. This were from michaels.com. And by the way, I'm going to have all the links from the originals in the description box. And then here's mine. I love the way this one turned out. It's so vibrant. It's so cool looking. But what do you think? I would love to know which one was your favorite, and I have another video here for you to watch with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY fall crafts. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye!